Here's two of my favorites for 3D abs. If you were trying to build biceps, you'd add some weight to the exercise, right? Well, abs training isn't any different. Bodyweight exercises may be okay in the beginning, but as soon as you pass the 15 to 20 rep mark, you want to consider weighted exercises. Introducing the rope cable crunch. This one can be a little bit tricky just to set up, but once you get the feel for it, it will be one of your favorite movements. Taking a firm grip on the bottom of the rope, I'm going to walk my knees back until the arms are reached overhead. Then pulling the rope down and resting the top of the head on top of the thumbs. Then pulling the ribs down towards the hips and closing that gap between the elbows and the knees. On the first 2 or 3 sets, experiment with the weight to find your sweet spot. If you can't pull it down by controlling that abdominal crunch, then it's probably too heavy. Or if you feel that you're falling forwards or down onto the floor, then it's probably too light. One of the most common mistakes with this movement is keeping the torso perfectly straight and then thinking about dropping the butt down towards the heels. This is not taking your abs through their contractile range against that resistance. Bonus tip, if you feel that you're falling forwards, you can use a ball to pin yourself down. By placing the slam ball on my calves, I'm going to be much better braced throughout the movement. So pulling the ribs down towards the hips, closing the gap from the elbows to the knees, and keeping the hips still throughout. Or for an easier setup, you can even perform this on the lat pull down. Taking a supinated close grip, we're going to squeeze the top of the head with the wrists and forearms, and then we're going to perform the same cues by pulling the ribs down to the hips whilst keeping the hips stable. And don't worry, these exercises will not give you a blocky waist.